Welcome back. Now, it wasn't all about Melbourne during the Fashion Festival, was it?
No, it was not.
No?
There were 4 interesting boys from Sydney that I went to take a look.
All right, check this out.
Akira Isogawa, Alex Parry, Wayne Cooper and Lisa Ho are all Australian household names. One thing they have in common is they are former students of the Sydney Institute Fashion Design Studio. This year, there are 4 boys whose names you should commit to memory. Christopher Esber, Dion Lee, Spencer Webber and Guy Hasty. And I'm going to introduce you to each of them. 22-year-old Dion Lee focuses on construction techniques. He balances sophistication with industrial elements to create distinctive tailoring. Fashion to these guys is a new avenue for art and technology, but they're also realistic about the business and their passion.
Fashion means the external view of everything that goes on, but for me it means like not sleeping and staying up all night pattern making and getting the perfect colour and just all the details, I suppose. I'm interested in designs that are fairly tailored. I'm more interested in the construction of clothing rather than kind of the decorative elements of it. So I'm much more interested in cut and pattern making. I think I've got a long way to go. I'm not kind of arrogant in the sense where I think I'm ready to like take on the world. As much as I'd love to, I think it's sometimes better to wait and have a little bit of patience and get it right when you actually do it.
Christopher Esber's arithmetic approach to design, mixed with a strong surrealist influence from artists such as M.C. Escher, results in offbeat pieces that portray controlled chaos. A strong interest in modern fabrics sees the designer creating his own intelligent material.
I actually like synthetic. A lot of people are kind of, turned off by the idea of wearing synthetic, but I think it's quite modern. Women these days don't have time to get their garment dry cleaned every time they wear it. They can go home, throw it on the floor, pick it up the next day and it looks fine. So, I mean, the pleating on the jacket is all synthetic because it holds the pleat more and it's crisper. I've worked with the Australian Spinners and Weavers Guild and this is the fabric. It's sterling silver and it has some memory so you can scrunch it and it holds. And then this transparent kind of blue sheen. The yarns were all imported from Italy and, we do testing here in Australia and then, once everything's okay, it gets, woven for sampling.
Spencer Webber's designs focus on colour and textural layering in a palette reminiscent to a cityscape of urban decay. For Spencer, fashion needs to be expressive but remain accessible.
My designs are still quite out there for the Australian market, but I think that what I'm trying to portray is something that is a bit more unique and gets people's attention, and obviously you can always refine those ideas down to something that is sellable or wearable and still has my aesthetic, but it's to the point where someone would still pick it up and go, I want to wear this, rather than look at it and go, wow, that's interesting, I haven't really seen that before.
Guy Hasty has taken a futuristic approach to his designs by means of the most modern technology available in fabric. He finds inspiration in machinery and architecture and concentrates on the everyday, including our imminent future.
I work with natural fibres, synthetics, just because in the concept of my range of exploring different elements and different ways that fabrics react. I've incorporated some touch-sensitive fabrics in a few pieces of my jackets and men's and women's wear that you can control your iPod through the sleeve of your jacket, and trying to bring that whole technology side, or what we've got available in Australia, into kind of mainstream fashion. My design aesthetic is it's quite, I guess, a sporty design aesthetic. It's quite relaxed, but there are some structured, tailored elements in it. There is some exaggerated silhouettes as well, and it is kind of incorporating that new technology and new fabrics and unusual fabrics that you don't really see in everyday fashion, and kind of trying to bring that into the mainstream.
The decision to enter the fashion industry is tough and often intimidating and exclusive. But with 4 boys like this entering the arena, we are sure in for an interesting ride in fashion.
So, Dave, how are they doing now?
Dion Lee's the only one that you can see him around, but the other 3 boys are doing internships around the world.
Fantastic. Now it's time for some home shopping.